Welcome everybody to SFL Action, coming to you live from Oklahoma City. I am Steven Hacker alongside with Ramos Lynn, and our on stats today is Jared Willis. We're at the Robbers Cove here in Oklahoma City, and it's a beautiful day. Ramos, what do you think about today's game?
You know, it's going to be a crucial game, obviously, for the Oklahoma City Renegades, who still want to fight for a playoff spot. I mean, they still have a shot. It's going to be tough for them to do, but they still have a shot. As far as St. Louis goes, I mean, I think that they are playing right now for pride. Maybe they're thinking about next season at this juncture, but at the same time, they're a team who really can cause some problems to the Oklahoma City Renegades with their young quarterback and their good running game.
Yeah, a lot of teams looking to play spoiler for the playoffs. Down at midfield, we're at the coin toss. The toss was tails. So the Gladiators are going to defend. And we are the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube. And we'll take a moment as the ball gets set up on the tee for action. Clear day here in Oklahoma City. And everybody's ready to go, and the kick is away. Back to return from about his own 10-yard line. Brings it out to the 29, 30-yard line. That's where we're going to get our first look at Moody Mitchell.
Yeah, we'll see Moody Mitchell, the quarterback of the St. Louis Gladiators, is 6'3", 220 pounds, the rookie. Has Denzel Diaz on the backfield, Nick Finch and Badalagiani as his wide receivers. Let's see if they can involve him early.
Moody comes out under center. He's going to hand off to Diaz. He works out to the left. He's going to pick up 3 yards in the first play of the game.
Yeah, good play to start the game here for St. Louis. Try to establish the run game, try to stretch the defense, and see the speed of this Oklahoma City Renegade D. So I think that a 3-yard gain is a decent start to the St. Louis Gladiators offense.
And Brady Clark came in there and made the stop. 2nd and 7 now for the Legion. Sorry, Gladiators. Mitchell back to throw. He throws to the right. An acrobatic. Oh, almost hauled that in. It was an acrobatic play, but just far to the right, and couldn't quite bring it in, and that ball's incomplete now.
Yeah, but I like the play call. You know, it was a run on first down, then you fake it to the running back, and you throw the pass. A short pass is always not a big, high-risk play. It's a good play, but just off the target and not completed.
And 3rd and 7 now. Mitchell's in the shotgun with with the running back and the tight end with him. He throws an out route to the right, and that was Badir Agelonia, the intended target, but it's going to be knocked away. And it'll be 4th down now for St. Louis.
Yeah, good stop by the Oklahoma City defense. You know, it's 2 plays in a row. The first play of those, the wide receiver was open, so Oklahoma City doing a much better job on shutting that one down.
Yeah, the St. Louis punter, Bo Zabrowski, is going to come out to punt this away. He's standing on his own 18-yard line. This is going to be fielded at about the 37-yard line, brought out to the 43. And that's where we're going to see the Oklahoma City offense, featuring Deacon Nickens and J.W. Doyle. Along with the rookie wide receiver Rich Pratchett, Tiberius Bovine, the tight end. So we'll see what the Renegades can do with their first possession. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line, 10 minutes to go still in the first quarter. Nickens does hand off to Doyle, but he's met at the line of scrimmage. Picks up a yard, but he's met by 2 defensive linemen for the Gladiators.
Yeah, Jamu Afolabi also helping with the tackle. Afolabi, a former Aztec, former Wildcat, former Sparrow. Now he plays with the St. Louis Gladiators. Has been here in the SFL for a minute already. Now with maybe a half a yard gain for the Oklahoma City Renegades on the first play.
Deacon Nickens under center, drops back to throw. He's got time. He's going to take a shot deep downfield, and that pass is deflected, then caught. Oh my goodness, Rich Pratchett off the deflection gets a big play and a first down for the Renegades.
Yeah, that's concentration right there by Rich Pratchett, another rookie here for the Oklahoma City Renegades, making a great play to pick up a first down and put Oklahoma City near scoring position.
Yeah, great awareness by the rookie. First down now on the 33-yard line. Nickens throws out to his right, dumps it down to, that's Tiberius Bovine, who's going to pick up 7.
Yeah, I like the play. It was 3 receivers on the right side, and they just put Bovine on a short out route. He gets the catch and picks up more yards to make it a very short second down, and now Oklahoma City is in scoring position.
Shotgun formation. Doyle is to Deacon's left. Takes the snap, hands it off to Doyle up the middle. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage again. Maybe got a yard. Probably no more than that. Shane Masters is going to have the tackle.
Yeah, great play right there by the St. Louis Gladiators front 4 on not allowing absolutely anything up the middle.
So it is a third manageable. You can do a variety of things here. The Renegades are in a single back. They're going to hand it off to Doyle on a dive, who gets a yard, but again is met by a bunch of Gladiators, and they're going to stop his progress, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, what a great drive here by Afolabi defensively, just stopping everything up the middle. Doyle tried about 3 times, and all 3 times he got shot down at the line of scrimmage. Now Oklahoma City will keep their offense on the field. Let's say they stay aggressive.
Oh yeah, very aggressive move here. Single back again, twins to the left. A lot of hard counts here, maybe trying to draw them off sides. And the Gladiator defense doesn't fall for it. They stay honest, and the Renegades use their first time out of the first half.
Yeah, not a terrible play. I mean, I think that Oklahoma City trying to make the St. Louis Gladiators defense jump off sides, then to just kick a field goal is not necessarily a terrible idea. You know, it's still early in the first quarter, but, you know, with the momentum, you know, maybe why not? You know, maybe you can make the St. Louis Gladiators jump and keep your offense. Still, it's going to be about a 41-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, it's Johnny Omega is going to be on the field for the attempt. He's more on the right hash than the left, not quite center. There is a 12-mile-an-hour wind today, so we'll see. The snap was a little high, but the holder gets it down. And that kick is good from 41 yards, so the Renegades get the first points of the day, and their crowd is loving it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when you can get the first points is obviously a big confidence booster, especially when you are, you know, the second team who got the ball. You know, you made a stop, you get the ball back, and you score some points to start the game.
That's big moving forward. So the SFL is presented by APM Music, production music, library, and custom music house. Extraordinary Everest, heartfelt messages on the most extraordinary place on earth. Bit Central and Fuel, transforming SFL media in 2019. Harry's, all you need for a close, comfortable shave. And the return is brought out to the 29-yard line, so that's where we're going to see the Gladiators try to retaliate here. 7:21 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, and it seems that, you know, I think that St. Louis needs to involve their wide receiver just a little bit more. You know, Bader Ashlauni, you know, he needs to get the ball, I think, a little bit more.
Taking out the single back, trips to the right. Moody throws to the right, but the good coverage by the Renegades defense, and that pass is going to fall to the ground.
And that pass was attempted to Bader Ashlauni, and was perfectly defended by the corner. Now break makes up a down and 10 yards to go. St. Louis cannot pass short throws. I think it's a good choice for them. Maybe they can run the ball here on second down. Well, they go in an empty set, so never mind.
Yeah, Moody's out in the shotgun all by himself. He's got 3 receivers to his left. Takes a quick drop, and he's looking over the middle, and that's going to be complete. think that was Cody Scott that was the tight end with the reception. Picks up about 17 yards and a Gladiators first down.
Yeah, Cody Scott is a big target. He's 6'5", and he is kind of slim. You know, he's 225 pounds, so he's actually lighter than some receivers, wide receivers here in the SFL, but still, you know, this is a very quick guy. And Cody Scott is a guy who maybe is going to play wide receiver in the future due to his size.
Yeah, 4-year veteran, probably has a good experience with running routes.
Yeah.
Gladiators got first and 10 near midfield. Moody stands around in the pocket. Good pocket presence. Throws it to the left. But that pass is picked off, and they're heading the other way. Brady Clark has got room down the sideline. He's finally brought down by a Gladiators offensive lineman. A great return by Brady Clark and great field awareness to make the interception and give his team the ball back.
Yeah, great job by Clark, staying patient, reading the quarterback's eyes, and getting the interception. Moody Mitchell got rocked as he threw the ball. It really took a shot, and that made the pass, very, very underthrown. And now Oklahoma City is yet again in scoring position.
Yeah, Moody tried to stand up and make a tough throw and took the hit, and definitely you can see that it altered the throw a little bit there. So the Renegades are going to take over at the 28-yard line, so they're already knocking on the doorstep for more points here. A little bit of a low snap, but he hands it off to J.W. Doyle, who trucks one defender, stiff arms another, runs over two. Almost drags two more into the end zone. He's brought down at probably the half-yard line. Huge run by the Renegades and J.W. Doyle.
Yeah, he went completely beast mode on that one. He got the ball up the middle on a shotgun play that didn't work at all in their first drive. Breaks 2 tackles, 3 tackles, and finally the defense of Tristan Van Ree makes the tackle just before he gets the marker. If I'm Oklahoma City, I'm running the ball up the gut again.
Yeah. First and goal on the 1. The Renegades are in the shotgun. Oh, and that play, immediately J.W. Doyle is met in the backfield. He's going to be stopped for a loss. I had Mo Biggins on the play.
Yeah, great play by Biggins. I mean, I say run up the middle. I was thinking of about maybe under center because, you know, you're in 2nd and 1, so the field shrinks, and, you know, if you're in the shotgun, it's more difficult. But still, you know, I think that they should run the ball here with Doyle one more time.
And they do hand off to Doyle on a counter. He's blown up in the backfield. Another tackle for a loss by Mo Biggins.
Wow, Biggins again.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely stuffed the middle there and took them off the goal line, took a little bit of the pressure off of their defense. So looks like Renegades are going to come out here in a shotgun formation. 3rd and goal now from the 8-yard line. And Nickens does drop back. He throws down to the right. That was Tiberius Bovine on the reception, but he stopped immediately.
Yeah, and Tavier's Bovine just with about a 3-yard gain. That's not going to be good enough. So great stop and great hold by the St. Louis defense. Oklahoma City will have to settle for a field goal to make it 6-0.
Yeah, Mo Biggins really made a big stand there. And, J.W. Doyle had the huge run to get him down to the 1. And then they ended up going all the way back to the 8-yard line. And now they're going to settle on the 5. So good stand by the interior defensive line there to keep the Renegades out of the end zone and only give them 3. Again, it's Johnny Omega. And he hits a 21-yarder pretty easily. So that's going to give the Renegades a 6-0 lead.
Let's see what St. Louis can do. You know, right now it's Oklahoma City 6-0. It could be way worse for St. Louis. This game could be 14-0. So it's still just a 1 touchdown lead for Oklahoma City. If St. Louis can get a big play, they will be up front.
And the return comes out to the 25-yard line. Just want to give some chat shout-outs real quick. I see Bulldog Lover, Shane Marconi, Damon Simeon, Joseph Clausen, Junior, Senior, the 3rd. Thank you guys for being here and checking the game out with us. First and 10 on the 25. Mitchell's under center. He drops back to throw. Checks it down to Diaz really quick to his left. He runs over one defender, but gets met and stopped there by John Gregory, and he's a little slow to get up, but finally makes his way after recovering his breath and heads back to the huddle.
Angel Diaz, you know, he's a small guy, but he can really put on his shoulder. 5'6", 205 pounds. This is his 3rd season, all with St. Louis. And you know, he's a veteran, he's a captain on this offense.
And they play action fake to Diaz, and then Moody throws to his right, and that pass is going to be complete to Nick Finch, who's got enough for the first down. His momentum takes him out of bounds, but first down there for the Gladiators, and making good progress now.
Yeah, great. You know, it's a good play when you can get, you know, the first down, get out of bounds, so you can avoid a hit. And St. Louis right now gets his first down of the game. Or maybe the second one.
Yeah, and you've been calling for the Gladiators to throw a little bit more, so Moody's accepting that challenge. And great pocket awareness, moving up. Oh, and that pass was in the hands of the receiver, but he drops it right into the hands of the Renegade defender, who's got the interception. That was a weird play, man. He just slipped right out of his hands, and then into Brady Clark's. Woo!
Yeah, Brady Clark now with his second interception of the day, and that's a great play by Mitchell, just stepping up in the pocket, and that's gonna go against his quarterback rating. But that play was amazing by Moody Mitchell, the rookie, and it was just the wide receiver who dropped the ball. And Oklahoma City is yet again in St. Louis territory.
Yeah, turnovers are really hurting the Gladiators, putting a lot of pressure on the defense to come out and stop the Renegades offense. A handoff to Doyle up the middle, who moves past a couple of defenders, but is finally brought down by a bunch of Gladiators. Picks up 3.
Number 77, credited with the tackle.
And if you're the Renegades, you have to be, I think, a little disappointed right now. You feel like maybe you should have at least 1 touchdown in this first quarter, but they've got an opportunity to make up that difference and maybe get a touchdown here instead of settling for a field goal. Nickens drops back, looks to his left. He's got Rich Pratchard on the sideline. Keeps his feet in bounds, but eventually has to step out and gets 9, so not quite a first down there. Gets 8, not quite a first down there.
You know, it's a 3rd down and 1, and this is going to be a huge play here for St. Louis. If they can make a stop here, even push the Oklahoma City Renegades back, you know, they will be forced to punt. So St. Louis really needs this play. If I'm Oklahoma City, I'm running the ball. I'm testing this front 4.
And the Renegades step back to throw. They got Rich Pratchard on slant, who gets the first down. Pickup of about 12 or 13 there. Right through the heart of the Gladiators defense.
And this is a great play here by the quarterback, Dick Nickens, just throwing the ball up the middle. And St. Louis was daring them to throw. You know, they were going in a nickel defense. They were just daring them throw the ball, and they do, and they pick up a first down, and now they are in the red zone.
Renegades are in the shotgun. Hand off to Doyle up the middle. He's going to try to work forward, but he's met at the line of scrimmage. And that was I'm sorry, I don't want to say it wrong. Ajumu Afolabi on the tackle. It was a nice play. He got in the backfield and stopped J.W. Doyle. 2nd and 10 now for the Renegades. Deacon drops back. He's moving to his left. He's going to be sacked. Great play by the defensive line.
That's a great play right there by Shane Masters. Shane Masters, you know, he's a guy who you could say is a little bit undersized for a defensive tackle, 6'3", 260. Normally defensive tackles here in the SFL around a little bit over 300 pounds even. So Shane Masters 260, but that makes him a lot quicker than many defensive tackles. Great play by the guy, 2nd-year man.
It's 3rd and 15 now at the 22-yard line. Pratchard was running an in route, a crossing route. And that's going to be complete, but he's well short of the first down. Going to bring out Johnny Omega again for the Renegades. This will be his 3rd appearance tonight.
You know, in St. Louis, I mean, offensively, they have had their struggles. Obviously, have not been able to move the ball, 2 interceptions. But defensively, you have to give it up to him. You know, Oklahoma City has started 3 drives in Oklahoma City territory, and all 3 times, you know, they have not allowed a touchdown.
And the kick was good from 30 yards, so Johnny Omega 3 for 3 on the day. Extends the Renegades lead to 9, so it's 9-0. Maybe just around a minute left in the first quarter, so it's still anybody's ball game.
So it is 9-0 here.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for interrupting. No, that's fine. It's 9-0 here, and you know, when you look at the St. Louis team as a whole, they are more of a defensive team. You know, they have a defensive lineman, linebacker, and they have 5 players on their secondary. Offensively, they just really have 5 guys, no kicker. So, you know, they're a team who they need to keep games close early, because you just say, I mean, they're more of a defensive team, and they don't have maybe the firepower to come back from, let's say, a 16-20 point deficit. So they really need to score right now.
And Jacob Swaim's return out to the 27 is where the Gladiators are going to start. Mooney Mitchell's in the shotgun. He's got Twins to his left, Diaz to his left. He's back to throw, drops it down to Diaz. So he trucks over one defender. Is met at the line by another one, and is brought down at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. His tackle was made by Jan Pearson there. So we have 2nd and 10 now. There's 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Mitchell's under center. Hands off to Diaz up the middle, who's met by a gang of Renegades, and he's going to get stopped after a 1-yard gain. Brady Clark, John Gregory, a bunch of guys there to make that stop. And
quick first quarter here.
Yeah, that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. So we have Oklahoma City, who's leading 9-0 over the St. Louis Gladiators. We are the SFL, presented by APM Music. We're on YouTube. And it's been a heck of a day. It's a great day for football. The weather's been nice. A little bit of a time change. I hope everybody's adjusting all right. But it's 3rd and 9 now for the Gladiators, and Moody steps up in the pocket, throws to his left to Diaz, who's stopped for a loss there.
Yeah, not a great choice right there by Mitchell, you know, because he threw the ball backwards. So if Denzel Diaz doesn't catch that pass, a fumble. I think that, you know, in that case, Moody Mitchell just should have ran it. You know, even if he doesn't get the first down, if he has to slide for a 3-yard gain, it's just better than putting the ball like that in harm's way.
Yeah, there was a crazy fumble return for like 89 yards last week where it was a similar situation. The quarterback threw behind the line of scrimmage, and the running back bobbled it, and was returned for a huge play for, can't quite remember the game, but it was an interesting play to see. And so you see there that the punt return was fair caught, so we'll see Oklahoma City come out at the 43-yard line. Only a few ticks of the clock off here in the second quarter. Deacon Nickens comes out under center, Twins to his left. Doyle alone back behind him. Handoff to Doyle up the middle. And he's met and dropped after a gain of 4 yards.
Yeah, great support right there by Ethan Kai, the number 31, the strong safety, for supporting the run that quickly. You know, he was back in his strong safety position, and he crashed all the way down to make it a 4-yard gain only.
Second and 6 now. So stretch play on Doyle off to the left. Let's go one defender in the backfield, but can't quite get past the other two. And he's going to pick up 4 yards on that carry. Great second effort after shedding one defender to fight through 2 more, and they barely stopped him. If he could have broke those 2, he might have been gone. Yeah,
most definitely. You know, here in 3rd down and 2, man-to-man coverage. If you run the ball up the middle, this is a first down.
And they called the pass play.
Oh.
And it was a short throw. It looked like a slant to Rich Pratchard, and just couldn't quite haul it in. He had tight coverage on him. So that's 4th down now for the Renegades. And
yeah,
again,
tight
the
coverage,
Gladiators, man, their defense.
Yep, and tight covers, but that's unexcusable here for Rich Pratchett. You know, you need to come away with that catch. You know, he was open. You know, maybe not wide open, but he was open for the first down, and he couldn't haul it in. Another great stop here for the St. Louis defense.
Punter Ethan Ellis is out there, and he was on his own about 39-yard line. Punt's fielded at the 10, and he's going to be blown up after a 2-3-yard return. Brings it out to the 14-yard line. That's Jeff Swain. Pay a little bit of a price for returning that so close to his own end zone. So
yeah, it was at the 14-yard line. So you know this is going to make things even more difficult for St. Louis. You know they have had decent field positions all game, and now with the ball at the 14. It's going to be even more difficult for them, but let's see what they can do.
The Renegades linebackers shift, and Moody doesn't like what he sees, called an audible, and he throws out to his right, and that pass is completed. Picks up 7 yards as Badir Ajlani.
Yeah, as I was saying, they need to involve a little bit more of Badir Ajlani. He's the goal wide receiver. Nice route right there, makes a catch and runs for a few more. So, decent play to pick up 7 yards.
Yeah, so 2nd and 3. Now you're at the 21-yard line. There's 8:45 left in the second quarter. Moody Mitchell's under center. He's going to hand off to Diaz, who's going to pop it outside. He's got a little bit of room, and he's quick. And eventually he's caught down, and he's going to be brought down at the 40 by John Gregory.
And when you look at Denzel Diaz, as I was saying, he can put the shoulder down, he can run over people, but this is what he is best. In the open field, he's really quick. 5'6", 205 pounds, and he can outrun people. Right there, he gets just chased down from behind. If not, maybe he goes the distance. But a great play here for St. Louis. Back-to-back great plays of 26 yards in between both of them, and now they are in business.
8:14 to go in the second. 1st and 10 at the 40. And a handoff to Diaz, this time to the left, and he's going to be met in the backfield, and he's going to lose 2. Credit that tackle for a loss to John Gregory, who's pretty much involved in every tackle here.
Yeah, John Gregory, he's the guy who's basically the linebacker who goes sideline to sideline, and even if it's not, verbatim, he is actually kind of man-to-man here with Denzel Diaz. So great play by him to make it a 2-yard loss. Sorry.
And Moody's pass is tipped and incomplete, intercepted. That's Elvis Schumacher who was able to corral the interception after the deflection, and that's going to be Renegades' ball now.
And again, the Oklahoma City Renegades defense steps up for now their 3rd interception of the day. And one more time, they are in scoring position here in St. Louis territory.
And Ajlani's shown a little bit of his frustrations there on the sideline. Nickens and the Renegades get another chance to put points on the board. And Nickens steps up in the pocket, and he's sacked. Scott Underwood's going to have a big hit on Deacons. He's slow to get up. Ooh, man, big hit.
Yeah, big hit, and that's a great play here for St. Louis, which takes the Oklahoma City Renegades out of scoring position. Now, the Oklahoma City Renegades do not have a contracted kicker. So, for them to be in somewhat scoring position, they need to reach about maybe the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can move the ball forward this time.
2nd and 13. Passes out to the flat to Doyle, who sheds one defender and is brought down by Ethan Kai. I'm sorry, that was Tiberius Bovine out in the flats, who on the reception, who was finally brought down.
Yep, and as I was saying, you need to get the ball to the 30-yard line to be in scoring position. Now, this is not obviously guaranteed of a field goal, but at least you need to get to the 30.
Nickens with twins to his right, Pratchett to his left, throws out to Pratchett on an out route, who secures the grab but runs out of bounds after picking up about 3. And so it'll be 4th and 1 now. They are at the 24-yard line, so you would expect to see Johnny Omega again.
Yeah, I mean, 4th and 1, if I'm Oklahoma City, I'll maybe go for it. Your defense is playing outstanding. They are not allowing absolutely anything. I understand the idea of taking the points, obviously, because you need to take as much points as you can. That's how you win ball games. Honestly, if I'm Oklahoma City, I would have gone for it.
And the hold is down. That was almost blocked. But Johnny Omega's going to be 4 for 4 on the day. That one from 41 yards out. So I think that's 2 from 41. He had one from about 21 and another from 30. And great work by the holder Lomax to grab that thing out of the air. It was a little high and put that down for Omega to be able to smash it through. Everybody loves a little camera time. So the Renegades are now leading 12-0 over the Gladiators. The SFL is presented by APM Music and also in part by Matt Doyle Designs, the official design partner of the SFL. MediaTek Institute. Visit mediatek.edu for diploma programs. Turn your passion into your profession. And MeUndies, the world's most comfortable underwear for men and women. And there Jeff Swain gets it out to the 29-yard line for the Gladiators. And so that's where we'll see Moody Mitchell and the Gladiators come out to try to put some points up here and close this margin that they're finding themselves in.
There's an I formation here for St. Louis, and normally it means run, but they have 3 receivers spread out, so let's see what they do.
From the 29-yard line, they do hand off to Diaz, who's going to plow forward for about 3. Nice stop by the Renegades, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Dave Drury made that tackle.
Yeah, with 2nd and 8, you know, you still have about 5 minutes left in the second quarter, so you cannot panic here being down 12-0. I will maybe run the ball here again with Denzel Diaz. Try to, you know, keep the ball in your hands.
And it was a handoff to Diaz to the right, who's going to be met in the backfield. Big play by the defensive lineman. It's Deacon Payne. It's going to stop any momentum for the Gladiators.
Yeah, and I know that St. Louis' offense has struggled all season long, but
And Mitchell's back to throw. He throws out to the left, and that pass is complete. He's going to have a first down the sidelines. It's Nick Finch. Nice read there by Moody. It's good coverage there, but yeah, it's a great throw. Nice catch. First down for the Gladiators. And 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Moody takes a deep drop, throws complete out to his right. That was completed and brought out for a first down. It's Cody Scott. Didn't quite see if he got out of bounds. We are under about 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. At about 4 minutes, 4:31. So he did get out of bounds. He stopped the clock. He 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And Moody is in the shotgun with Denzel Diaz to his left. He's got twins to his left. And he drops back. He's looking deep down the middle. That pass is going to be tipped around 3 or 4 times. And Agilani almost caught that, but Dave Drury with enough coverage to knock it loose. I mean, that ball was tipped about 5 times. So, close shot, close call for the Gladiators, definitely. And almost hauled it in for the Renegades. And we'll have 2nd and 10. Moody has trips to his left. He's going to hand off to Diaz, who's trying to take a little stretch play, kick it outside, but he's met in the backfield. He's going to lose yards. John Gregory gets the tackle for a loss. And 3rd and 11 for the Gladiators is not a formula for success right now. They've been struggling a little bit, but a first down here puts them in field goal range. So Moody is alone in the shotgun, trips to his left, takes his time, delivers a strike down the sideline, but they're going to say he was out of bounds. Kadir Agilani was the intended target, and I thought he had him, but just couldn't quite keep himself in bounds. So. And now you see the challenge flag thrown. So we're gonna have our first Harry's close shave, close call of the game. And Coach Colin Northrup wanted the referee to take a look at that.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete. The catch was made prior to going out of
And
bounds.
you see the pass was overturned, so it was a nice reception there by Badir Adjilani, who gets the first down now for the Gladiators. And the home field they're not happy about that, but that's okay. From shave sets to handles, Harry's provides quality craftsmanship. Made in Germany, we make Harry's products from the finest materials and ingredients to ensure they perform as well as they possibly can. Use coupon code SIMULATIONFL at purchase from harrys.com. A portion of your purchase supports the SFL. Harry's, the official razor of the SFL. And on 1st and 10, there was a handoff to Denzel Diaz, who gets a yard, but not much more after that.
Yeah, really tough right now for Denzel Diaz to get some yards. You know, the Oklahoma City defense, the front seven is just doing a tremendous job. Even the corner, look at that. The corner's right there making it basically front eight, trying to stop that run.
And Moody's going to throw over the middle, completed to Cody Scott, who's going to pick up a few more. Out to the 24-yard line now for the Gladiators.
And what St. Louis needs right now is obviously points, but especially a touchdown. You know, if they score a field goal, they can get some confidence back on their side, but they need to score a touchdown to make it a one-possession game.
And Mitchell's back to throw on 3rd and 6. He had a second-level receiver there open, Badir Adjilani, who's got the first down. He's down to the 10-yard line. So now the Gladiators are knocking on the door, trying to put this Renegade defense on their heels and get 6 points.
Yeah, this is a really good drive here for St. Louis. Right there, as Lowney crosses all the middle of the field and Clark does another tackle. Clark, by far the best player on the field today, as far as you know, offense of St. Louis and defense of Oklahoma City. He has been completely all over the field with Gregory as well.
And you see now the Gladiators check it down to Diaz down to the right. He runs over one, stands up another before he's pushed out of bounds. I think he got down to the 3-yard line, so they showed a power, and then they chose to pass out to the flats and then get a couple of yards and get yourself that much closer to the end zone.
Yeah, it's a really good play here on the outside to make up as much as possible, and now it's 2nd and 3 at the 3, so they can technically still get a 1st and goal. But you know, basically this is a 2nd and goal situation here. Look at the top side here. If you run the ball up the top side with good blocking, well, not right now, not anymore.
And so that's going to bring us to our quick 2-minute warning. As we come out of this 2-minute warning now, Oklahoma City's leading 12-0, but the Gladiators are trying to put points on the board. And so Moody Mitchell is going to take a shot at the end zone, and that's going to be deflected. So quick
No, that's
design.
a touchdown.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nick Finch did get the touchdown. I thought he dropped that. Wow, fooled me.
Yeah, it was so hard to see, but look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's a great play by Nick Finch. Maybe top 10 play nominee here. Just putting the feet in bounds to make a touchdown, and St. Louis is just going to be down by 5 after this extra point.
Thank you for not letting me ruin that man's moment, Ramos. I mean, it did. I totally looked right past it, but a great reception there and puts the Gladiators on the board now, pinning extra point. They'll be down 4. And I can't maths very well. Quip designs to deliver simple ways to keep your mouth healthy with timed vibrations, brush head refills for $5, refilled every 3 months, covered for life with free shipping for life. Use the link posted in chat and your purchase will help us support the SFL through our partnership. Quip, a more wholesome clean. So with 1:57 left in the second quarter, the Renegades are going to have a shot to score. They do have 2 timeouts. Jan Pearson brings this one out. He's going to get out to the 32-yard line.
If I'm Oklahoma City, you know, you have 2 timeouts left. You have a great quarterback. I honestly stay aggressive here and try to put some more points on the board. Maybe another field goal with Omega or something. You know, they go in a shotgun, so I like this move here for Oklahoma City, just staying aggressive.
And Deacon takes a quick drop, throws to his right, and that's completed. He's going to have the first down. Didn't quite see if he got out of bounds. They're not hurrying. The clock is still running, so a minute 40 before the half. And the Renegades aren't really showing any hustle to get to the line, so maybe they're just trying to run this clock out and not necessarily score any points.
I think they're playing this kind of, you know, cat and mouse game where you don't want to score too quickly to give St. Louis some time. But, you know, they're still the shotgun, so they are staying aggressive here.
And Deacon throws this one over the middle and it's completed. And they've got another first down. That was Devonta Duncan with that reception, and they're in the hurry up at the 48-yard line.
Oh,
that pass
wow.
is thrown downfield and completed. And that was Jaflecius D'Angelo on that reception, and here we go again. 54 seconds left in the shotgun. Deacon drops, he throws to Doyle, who spins and fights a couple of defenders, but he's brought down for a loss. So it's 2nd and 11 now, and they're in the hurry up again. 40 seconds in the second quarter. They're at the 33-yard line. The Renegades are leading 12-7. Nickens takes a quick drop. Patient in the pocket, throws to his right. That pass falls incomplete. Devonta Duncan was the intended target.
Yeah, and you know, you look at that, you know, 3rd and 11 here, the ball at the 33. So you have to play it smart. You know, obviously you want to get the first down and you want to keep the clock, not clock, sorry, the ball moving and everything. But you know, it would not be a terrible idea if Oklahoma City throws a short pass, gets about 5 yards, and tries another field goal.
3rd and 11 for the Renegades. Deacon does drop back. He throws a little curl route over the middle. And his forward progression, he actually gets it first down. I think that was Devonta Duncan. Nope. Jaflecius D'Angelo on the curl catches it and then just drives his feet backwards and picks up a first down for the Renegades, who then use their second timeout of the half. Stops the clock at 23 seconds. They're now at the 22-yard line with a fresh set of downs. Deacon Nickens is in the shotgun with Doyle to his right. Drops back to throw, throws to his left. The Rich Pratchett, who's got the first down. He runs out of bounds, stops the clock down at the 11-yard line.
Wow, this is a beautiful drive here for Oklahoma City. Big kudos to them. You know, I was saying, you stay aggressive, throw the ball, you have a great quarterback. And they're most definitely doing so. You know, first down after first down. He gets out of bounds, so they have still one timeout left with 18 seconds. So, you know, Deacon Nickens and this Oklahoma City has plenty of opportunities here to get a touchdown.
Deacon's in the shotgun one more time. He's got twins to his left, and it's Pratchett and Duncan to his left. D'Angelo's alone at the top. Throws to D'Angelo, who's picked up about 5, and he was able to get it out of bounds, so they stops the clock. They're at the 5-yard line now.
Now with 14 seconds left, let's see what they try to do. If they stay aggressive or if they choose to kick the field goal. And it seems they're going for the points. You know, at this point, you don't want to get intercepted. You don't want to, you know, lose the ball or something. So maybe not a terrible idea. I think that, you know, maybe you should have just continued with your offense, but, you know, get some points and just be happy that you got 3 before the half.
And you see there that Johnny Omega is going to be 5 for 5 this afternoon. So it's going to give Oklahoma City an 8-point lead. And it'll be 10 seconds before halftime. And we are the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube. And it's been a heck of a ball game here today. You know, again, like you said, you know, Oklahoma City's trying to fight for a playoff spot, and you know, St. Louis might be trying to spoil that for them and maybe get a little self-confidence and some things to build on for themselves for next year. And so it's been a good game. I've really enjoyed it so far, and so I can't wait to go into the second half and see what these two teams come out and do.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I think that St. Louis just got a little bit of momentum. I mean, at the end of the day, they have been the only team here this game that has been able to score a touchdown. Oklahoma City has been, you know, just able to score field goals. So, you know, St. Louis will have the upper hand in that regard, you will say. But Oklahoma City, with great defensive play, has been able to basically stop every St. Louis possession.
And they're going to come out and they're going to try to throw this one deep. Moody Mitchell with all day to throw. Pump faked once and throws it down, checks down to Cody Scott, who's going to get a first down, but the half expires. But we also have MeUndies Laundry on the field, so our first penalty flag of the day. And this is going to go against the Gladiators, who have an ineligible receiver downfield, and the Renegades are going to accept that.
Yeah, and that's it for the half.
Yep, and so with that, MeUndies are the world's most comfortable underwear. Visit MeUndies.com/SimulationFL for 15% off your purchase, which will help support the SFL through our partnership. Give the gift of comfort with 100% satisfaction guarantee, free shipping and returns, and a signature soft and stretchy MeUndies. And with that, we should have our halftime graphic coming up. We can take a look at some stats and see how things are rolling down. Again, thanks to Jared Willis for being here with us, keeping our live stats up to date. I'm Stephen Hacker. I'm your play-by-play commentator. I'm with Ramos Lynn today, who's doing color for us. And we're back out of the locker rooms onto the field for the second half. The Renegades are set to receive. The Renegades are in like the navy, and the St. Louis Gladiators are in white. It returns out to the 31-yard line. That was Jam Pearson on the return.
Speaking about Oklahoma City, let's take a look at the stats because we were unable to see him. Deacon Nickens, 138 yards so far in this game. Rich Pratchett with 98 of those receiving yards. Devonta Duncan with 10. Angela with 18. And Tavarius Bowman with 13 of those yards. So it's been Rich Pratchett for the most part.
First and 10 from the 31. And that ball is bobbled once or twice. But before it hits the ground, that was anybody's ball. Devonta Duncan couldn't quite haul it in, and a couple of Gladiators had a shot at it. That was a close one.
Yeah, and that was very, very dangerous here for Oklahoma City. You know, if that ball gets intercepted, probably it's a pick six. So they got lucky on that one.
So now we see Deacon under center. He's got Doyle behind him. He's got Pratchett to his left. D'Angelo to his right, hands off to Doyle up the middle, who works forward, drags a defender forward for 6. Scott Underwood's going to be credited with the tackle.
Deacon Nickens, other than that, you know, he's 14 out of 17 for 138 yards. His quarterback rating right now just a little bit over 100. Great game here by the quarterback of the Renegades.
And he drops back to throw on a slant route. It's complete. He's got the first down. Tiberius Bovine. I believe that was Tiberius Bovine's got the reception. It's going to move the chains for the Renegades.
Yeah, and so far this St. Louis defense unable to stop that slant route. It's been money all game long here for Oklahoma City. Will continue to move the ball, and they're very close from St. Louis side of the field one more time.
And the Gladiators coming out in press coverage now. Deacons in the shotgun, Doyle to his right, Twins to his left. Throws over the middle, but that's going to be knocked out to Ethan Kai with the coverage.
Great defense right there by Ethan Kai, who's been really good here in the middle of the field so far in this game. No tackle so far, but he had half a tackle, but it's been more about deflections and big hits like that to jar the ball loose.
And second 10, about midfield. 9:50 left in the third quarter. Deacon pitches it to Doyle, who makes a spin move and picks up 2. A little bit of work that they're going to have to do for third down now. 8 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 8. Definitely, but they have the firepower. They have Rich Bratcher right there. They have Tiberius Bovine, so they have obviously the receivers to make it happen. They go 3 wide, and Tiberius Bovine is at the line of scrimmage, so he's gonna be obviously an eligible receiver. So let's see if they go with him.
3rd and 8, an out route to Pratcher, who got it, turns upfield. Takes 2 defenders before they finally push him out of bounds, but he got the first down.
Yeah, that was just a simple out route on the outside with the X receiver and a cross route between the wide receiver and the tight end on the near side. So the one-on-one situation works right there for Oklahoma City as they pick up a first down, and now they are again in Omega position for points.
And if you guys are having as good a time as Ramos and I are having, make sure you hit the like button for us. Let us know that you enjoyed this with us. 1st and 10 for the Renegades. A delay to Doyle, who's got room. Trucks over 1 defender and is brought down after a gain of, looked like he got 7 there. Nice work by Doyle.
Yep, it's going to be a 7-yard gain by the J.W. Doyle right there on the counter play. Great blocking on the outside. Number 78 right there misses and just whiffs, but the other guy really made a good block for a 7-yard pickup. And
Yeah,
Oklahoma City again moving the ball.
Yeah, sometimes those big guys, when they get out to the 2nd level, their head's spinning. They don't know exactly who they're supposed to be hunting down. So maybe just lost his target there. So 2nd and 3 now at the 25-yard line. The Renegades are trying to get some points. A toss to the left, and Doyle spins, breaks a tackle.
Wow, what a spin
spins again, gets down to the 9-yard line. Huge carry by Doyle, and the home crowd loves it.
Yeah, great spin move right there to the middle side of the field, and J.W. Doyle showing a lot of quickness to complement his power. Look at that. Great move right there to break a tackle. And J.W. Doyle, he's a big guy. He's 6'3", 250 pounds as a running back. He's a big dude, but right there showing some elusiveness. And again, a 1st and goal for Oklahoma City.
So Deacon's going to come out under center with trips to his left. He checks it down to Doyle out to the right, who's going to try to spin, and he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage, so no gain there.
Doyle right there when we're making just progress to the line of scrimmage. And this is the time again for St. Louis to show that they have a great goal line defense in this game. Oklahoma City has been in this situation 5 times, and all 5 of them they have been able to just score field goals, trying to break that 10.
Yeah, so we'll see if the Renegades can break through that stat that's happening for them. Pass is going to be complete over the middle of Rich Pratcher, who picks up 7, gets leveled by the linebacker.
Yeah, and Falabi just whacks him across the face, and it's a 3rd down and goal. The ball at the 2-yard line. They go under center here with 3 receivers on the left, so maybe they will go that side on the far.
And he's got Pratchett all alone to his right. But he throws it out to his left, and that's complete for a touchdown to Jaflecius D'Angelo. Gets a 2-yard touchdown.
Yeah, it's a great play, great concept right there for Oklahoma City, just making the cross routes. And on the outside, completely wide open was Jaflecius. And just a great play, good blocking up front, and a wobbler, but gets on target for a big score here for Oklahoma City, who put this again in a 2-possession game.
Yeah, I think that was a new kind of throw. I think Deacon's trying to throw a curveball because he psyched out his own receiver too, who couldn't quite track it down. But luckily, Jaflecius D'Angelo was there he wasn't fooled by it and secures the target. So now, pending the extra point, Oklahoma City's have a 22-7 lead, and so the extra point is good. And a touchdown really kind of widened that margin. Didn't this game feel a lot closer? And now you look down at the scoreboard and it feels a little bit different. Doesn't it feel like a different game now?
It does. The game was 12-0, just field goals, and now, the last 2 of the last 3 possessions has been scoring in touchdowns. The game was 15-7 then, and now Oklahoma City puts it 22-7. So now we are seeing the offenses play with a little bit more effectiveness.
Jeff Swain's going to bring the return. He gets out to the 26-yard line. So that's where we'll see Moody Mitchell and the Gladiators come out. I'd like to see another outside run to Denzel Diaz, man. I mean, he was when he
Yeah,
had
would
the
not be a bad
daylight, he
idea.
was gone, dude. If he just one more
Yeah.
opportunity like that, maybe that could break something open for the Gladiators.
Yeah.
They do come out in the I formation, twins to the left. Hand off to Diaz up the middle. Works forward for 5. Tackle's gonna be made by Day Drury.
Number 58, credited with the tackle.
And this Oklahoma City linebacking core has been was absolutely unbelievable, and that's why you're saying that you want to receive more runs to the outside. It's just to basically try to avoid those linebackers in the middle of the field and just try to make Denzel Diaz beat them with speed. But they go in a shotgun. I think they will throw an out route. Look at the push right there.
And we got Tony Romo in the booth. There was some out routes, but Moody Mitchell elected to go deep to Badir Agilani, and that pass was picked off. Great coverage. Brady Clark with 3 interceptions.
Wow.
This man is all over the field.
Yeah, a hat trick right there by Brady Clark, and the receiver on the outside was open, and he just tries to test them with Badir Agilani. The pass is underthrown, and another big-time interception for Clark. And guess what? Oklahoma City has the ball yet again. Balls from St. Louis territory.
So the Renegades come out. Nickens is under center. Doyle's the lone back. Hand off to Doyle up the middle. Is going to fight forward for 2. A couple of Gladiators there to drag him down. Shane Masters leading the way.
Number 77, credited with the tackle.
Shane Masters has been another guy who's had a pretty good game. 2-yard gain right there for the running back. Nickens, 111.8 rating points, which is pretty high here in the SFL considering how many interceptions get thrown. If you don't believe me, ask Matt Wilson a couple days ago. But
and a pitch to Doyle, and he's gonna be met in the backfield. He's gonna lose a couple there. It's Afalabi with the tackle for a loss.
Yeah, I don't like the pitch play right there. You want to stay north to south here, and I don't like the pitch play, especially with those defensive backs on the outside just sniffing everything. So I think you have to keep the ball north to south.
And Deacon's back to throw. He's moving to his left, but he's going to be sacked.
Oh.
Huge hit from behind, and Deacon's going to eat dirt. And that'll bring up 4th and 15 now for the Renegades.
What a great play here by St. Louis, and again they make another stop, so they can give their offense yet another shot. 4th and 15 here. They will get the ball back. St. Louis does, and let's see if Moody Mitchell can stop throwing interceptions to Brady Clark.
And we got a chat check in. I see Zach Sandlin, the Sandman's saying, "How's it going?" So it's going. Oklahoma's leading 22-7 right now. So it's been a close game to catch you up if you haven't been watching the whole time. The Oklahoma City kicker Johnny Omega's 5 for 5 on the day, so he's accounted for 15 of the points, 16 if you count the extra point. So Oklahoma City just scored their first touchdown, so that's been pretty interesting. But we got the Gladiators now at the 28-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for them. 4:44 left in the 4th quarter, and Moody Mitchell is running forward in the pocket, throws to his right on the move, and that was a great interception by the Renegades defense.
Yeah, what a play by Greg Gaines on the outside, and he just basically covers 2 receivers on that play on his own, and it's just a bad play call for St. Louis. I mean, having 2 receivers pretty much in the exact same area, that's no good. That's not a good idea, and Oklahoma City takes full advantage of it, and for like the billionth time in this game, they have the ball again in scoring position.
And Greg Gaines was a Week 5 signing for the Renegades, so a little bit of mid-season addition, but a great impact he made right there for him. As Doyle gets the carry on 1st down, takes it forward for 2 yards. Shane Masters again with the tackle.
From here will be a 48-yard field goal attempt. So Oklahoma City right now is scoring position. It's the job of St. Louis, like Shane Masters and those guys, to try to put him out of scoring position.
Hand off to Doyle, and they answered the call. A bundle of defenders in the backfield to wrap up Doyle.
Yeah, and I don't love here the shotgun plays here for Oklahoma City with a running back, because I think that, with a big guy like J.W. Doyle, just basically just put the ball quickly into his hands and just make him go forward. Or, this is a little bit too much like a delay, and um, I don't know, just put the ball on him and make it run forward.
And Nickens throws the slant. It's completed, and he's got the first down. So Tiberius Bovine moves the chains for the Renegades and gets them out of a sticky situation.
Yeah, great. Another great play here by Tiberius Bovine, who's been completely unstoppable in that slant route so far in this game.
So now we have 1st and 10. Single back twins to the right. Nickens is under center. He drops back. And he's looking deep to the left to Rich Pratchard. The pass is tipped, though, and falls incomplete. Couldn't quite track it down. Good coverage by the Gladiators secondary, Marquise Reed.
That would have been a big play here for the St. Louis defense of making that interception. But Oklahoma City, again, lucky that wasn't picked.
2nd and 10 from Gladiator, 21 yards.
So we'll have 2nd and 10 now. Renegades are trying to get inside the red zone again. They've been pretty successful in there. Settling for some field goals, but scoring pretty much every time they're inside the 20. And Nickens hands off to Doyle, who tries to shake it outside, cuts it back inside, and he's brought down after a gain of about 2 or 3.
Yeah, I like the play. I like the counter play right there on a man-to-man coverage type of situation. It's just put the ball on the outside, make one-on-one situations for the offense and the defensive lines. And a good stop right there by St. Louis, but a good play guard here for Oklahoma City to make it a little bit shorter 3rd down.
Nickens comes out. He's got 3 receivers. He chooses the fly route. And that's going to be caught by Devonta Duncan, who gets it down to the 2-yard line. So it's a quick, a bang-bang play, and Nickens got the snap and immediately saw that Duncan was open on a fly and just, boop, dropped it in there. Marquise Reed's going to save the touchdown, though.
Yeah, great play right there by Nickens of recognizing the one-on-one coverage on the fly route as quickly as he did, and it was just basically throw the ball to him and make him make the catch. And another shotgun formation. I'm pretty surprised about that. Let's see if they throw the ball this time around.
1st and goal for 2, and they delayed Doyle, who's going to be met in the backfield for a loss. So again, this goal line defense of the Gladiators has been ever present all game and making Oklahoma work for everything.
Yeah, I will. If I'm Oklahoma City, I will put 3 receivers. Well, they're doing it right now, and it's basically do the same pattern. Rich Pratchard going on an out route and isolate him.
We'll see if they like to do that. They pitch it to Doyle. He's going to truck forward. He's going to work his way into the end zone. Drags a couple of defenders. He's got a 3-yard touchdown run and extends the Renegades' lead.
Great play here by J.W. Doyle, and a great job by the receivers on the blocking on the outside. And this game is now, it was 15-7, and now it's quickly getting out of hand for St. Louis to are down 28-7.
Yeah, the scorekeeper fell asleep up there, but we finally got an update. There you go. So it's 28-7 now. Pending the extra points, we'll get to 29-7. There's a minute 43 left in the 3rd quarter. But Oklahoma City's doing everything right here to defend their home territory. That extra point was good. So now we're going to see the Gladiators receive and see if they can get something going on offense, maybe close this gap a little bit.
And now, it's basically just put everything on the table here for St. Louis. It's basically see what it works. But, Oklahoma City secondary has been nothing short of unbelievable, especially Brady Clark on the outside. You basically throw the ball downfield, and he's right there to make the interception.
I just want to let you know we are the SFL, presented by APM Music. We're also brought to you in part by Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. Quip, perfect oral care delivered. ScoreStream, the official score updates app of the SFL, and SpyGoat, the sound choice. first and 10 for the Gladiators as the handoff to Diaz, who tries to work his way outside. Can't quite shake the defender, and he loses one.
You know, second and now and 11, and Oklahoma City's defense is basically just saying, well, we will already make them one-dimensional because, you know, we are with this big of a gap, so basically they're going to throw the ball here. So let's play with the 4 guys up front the run game. Let's just put everybody down the field to make the coverage.
And so Diaz worked forward there, he picked up a couple. Just under a minute left here in the third quarter. St. Louis is fighting a big uphill battle, but like you said, you know, they're pretty much one-sided right now. They're going to have to throw the ball. Mitchell's under center. He's got trips to the left. Throws an out route to the left, and it's complete to Cody Scott, I think, who's going to get pushed out of bounds. I'm sorry, no, that was Jeff Swaim on the reception.
Yeah, Swaim with the catch and a big first down because it does keep the ball moving here, and let's see if they can get a big play before the third quarter ends.
I wonder how many bloody noses he gets with that face guard that he has. And so first and 10 at the 44-yard line for the Gladiators. Moody's got the tight end kind of split out to his right. Going to hand off to the left up the middle to Diaz. He's going to get met by 3 Renegade defenders. Only gets 1 out of that. John Gregory leading the way on the tackle.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter, it seems.
And so it doesn't look like the Gladiators are going to break huddle. And we'll go into the fourth quarter now with the home team Renegades, you know, up 29-7 against the visiting St. Louis Gladiators. We are the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube, and we appreciate you getting in here. If you're having a good time like we are, you know, just go ahead and hit the like button. Let us know that you're enjoying being here with us. It's been a fun Sunday afternoon. I'm your play-by-play analyst, Stephen Hacker. I'm with Ramos Lynn on color, and Jared Willis is out in the bus doing stats for us right now. And Diaz gets a carry out to the left, picks up a few yards. And he's stopped by Brady Clark, who's got 3 interceptions here today.
That was the 13th carry right there for Denzel Diaz, and only able to get about 35 yards, which just not great. You know, this Oklahoma City defense has been unbelievable, stopping the run all game long.
Moody with trips to the right, was in the shotgun, steps up in the pocket, had a curl, and receptions made. Looks like he was stopped just short of the first down. And that's Tito Moss with the reception.
Yeah, and Moss was actually past the first down marker, and he tried to make a move and got himself out of the first down marker. So now it's a 4th down and 1, and St. Louis will have to punt again.
Bo Zabrowski puts that down at about the 15-yard line. Jan Pearson made a move, but couldn't quite get anything going. Maybe gained 2 or 3 there on the return. So the 20-yard line is where we're going to see the Renegades start. And I think they're going to continue to have their foot on the gas here. I don't think they want to let up at all. I think they're going to continue to look downfield with Deacon and just feed Doyle when necessary. Twins to the left for Deacon. He's got Felicius D'Angelo alone up to his right. Deacon takes a deep shot down to his left. Rich Pratchett was there, but couldn't quite haul it in. There was coverage around, but just not quite connected there for Pratchett and Deacon Nickens.
Yeah, good job by Deacon Nickens. You know, if Pratchett doesn't get it, just overthrow the guy and just, you know, get a second down instead of throwing an interception. So not a bad choice right there. As we see Scott Underwood with 2 sacks. So good for him. 3 wide receivers here on the near side. Let's see if they run the ball.
Deacon drops back. He's going to throw right. He had Tiberius Bovine open, but that pass was deflected. And just in case, Ethan Kai levels him to make sure he can't haul that in. So good coverage there by the Gladiator secondary.
Yeah, great play by Drew Riley on that one. You know, Drew Riley, the cornerback for St. Louis, the number 2 guy behind Colin Douglas. Just laying out for the deflection and make it a 3rd down and 10.
And so now you see that bunch trips to the left again for the Renegades. Doyle's the lone back. And Deacon Nickens is going to take a shot to the right, but that pass is intercepted. He's got a little room to run, makes a spin, and brought down. He's at the 33-yard line. So now the Gladiators are in scoring position.
Yeah, Drew Riley again is basically the same exact route. It's just a fade route, and Drew Riley says, 2 times you're not going to fool me either on the second one. Gets the interception and runs it back to the 33-yard line to put St. Louis in scoring position.
Yeah, Drew Riley, the rookie this year, so good to see him out there putting in his hard work and making an impact here on game day. So the Gladiators have taken over now. And Moody Mitchell is under center with twins to his left. He's going to hand off to Diaz on the stretch play. He's going to get met in the backfield by John Gregory. Loses a yard.
Yeah, John Gregory, a guy who's been absolutely everywhere on the field, just like Brady Clark. And with yet another stop behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe this is about his 4th tackle for loss today.
Yeah, maybe run a stretch play to the other side of the field away from John Gregory. So we got Moody Mitchell now in 2nd 11 and shotgun. He's got trips to his left, Badir Ajalani to his right, all alone. A little bit of press coverage, it looked like. Moody has pressure. He throws to the right, it's wobbling a little bit, and throws it just out of bounds just to be safe.
Yeah, great pressure right there for Oklahoma City, and even better coverage down the field. Nobody was open, and Moody Mitchell just had to throw it out of bounds.
You get a good close look at Badir Ajalani. So now they flip it. Now there's trips to the right. It looks like Cody Scott was the lone receiver up to the top of your screen. Deep pass down the middle. That's caught. That's going to be a touchdown for the Gladiators. That was Cody Scott on the reception. Ran a deep post. The Gladiators closed the gap.
Yeah, and this is the 2nd time he's been open in that deep post. And again, Cody Scott with another touchdown this season. As the St. Louis Gladiators put this in a 2-possession game one more time with 9 minutes left.
Yeah, there's still some time, but they can make some things happen. Their defense has looked good. Maybe they can force a turnover or keep the Renegades out of plus side of the field and just force some punts and keep scoring points, and you can get yourself right back in this thing. Oh, it was almost blocked by the Renegades, but the extra point's good. No good. He missed that. They felt the pressure and pushed it wide left.
Wow, unbelievable. Yeah, nothing is working here for St. Louis.
Yeah, you thought that was a gimme, and again, the Renegades pushed in, and maybe the kicker just heard the footsteps and took his eye off the ball and just hooked it, pushed it left. So even a bigger hill to fight now for the Gladiators. And they're going to kick it away for the Renegades. Jan Pearson's going to return this. He's fields at about the 9-yard line. He's going to bring it out to the 28. So that's where the Renegades will take over with 8:52 left in the 4th quarter. They're leading right now 29-14, trying to defend their home field. And these home wins are really important leading into the playoffs. Any win at home is a must-have. And then, you got to get a couple of wins on the road to sneak in and secure that thing for you. So
yeah,
1st and 10. Sorry about that. They hand off to Doyle, who works forward, gets 11 yards on that carry.
Yeah, no, all Oklahoma City needs to do right here is basically just take away the ball from the St. Louis Gladiators. It's just run the ball, take 2-3 minutes off this clock. If it comes away with points, even if it's 3, even better to make it a 3-possession game again. But it's just basically just keep the ball. It's just basically run the ball, just keep it in your hands, and make St. Louis fight for it, call their timeouts.
1st and 10 at the 39. The clock is running. Hand off to Doyle, who's lit up, gets a yard, but Ethan Kai says no more. I'm sorry. It was Mark Barnes that said no more.
2nd down and 9 here, and St. Louis needs 2 more stops to get the ball back. 3 wide receivers on this formation, so St. Louis is prepared for it for our nickel defense.
Pratchett to the left, all alone. Deacon Nickens drops back, throws to the left, complete to Rich Pratchett. He is running an in route, and he's got enough of the first down, puts him at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, great route right there by Rich Pratchett, and running that one past the sticks for a first down. Great protection on the offensive line for Oklahoma City, as Deacon Nickens puts it right on the money, as Afolabi makes yet another big crushing hit.
Yeah, and Rich Pratchett definitely seems to be Deacon Nickens' is his favorite target. Jaflecius D'Angelo's had a couple of good plays. Nickens hands off to J.W. Dole up the middle, who picks up 6.
You know, and if Oklahoma City can get about 2 more first downs here, you have to think if, you know, St. Louis will start calling their timeouts.
So from the 43-yard line, Nickens is out in the shotgun, hands off to Doyle. He's met in the backfield. That was Scott Underwood making the tackle for a loss. So 2 sacks, 5 tackles, a couple of tackles for a loss. He's having himself quite a day. Third and 6. Nickens has twins to his right. Pratchett's all alone to the left. Throws to the right, a slant route, and it's tipped and incomplete. Jaflecius D'Angelo couldn't quite haul it in. Ethan Kai on the coverage.
Yeah, I think I was in the vicinity, but actually it was another. Yeah. Couldn't see the number.
Yeah, it might have been Drew Reilly. Nope, that was Marquise Reed. We'll get there.
Number.
So the Gladiators forced a punt there. It's kind of what they needed. Maybe 1 first down too many. But forced them to punt. Now they're going to get the ball back. Renegades punter was on about the 41-yard line, 39-yard line. Gets that one inside the 10. Takes a Renegade bounce and dies down at the 2-yard line. The 1-yard line. So just when you think the Gladiators have something going for them, a great punt and good coverage by the coverage team, and pins the Gladiators at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
And so with Moody Mitchell's toes on his own end zone, the Gladiators are in the power. They do run a stretch to the right. Denzel Diaz has got some room. He breaks one. Now he's finally brought down as John Gregory eventually brought him down after a pickup of about 19, and that was our ever scroll block of the game. So a lot of pressure in the backfield there, and just sealed the edge. Great job by the lineman. 78 gets out there, secures one more, and John Gregory just great job of tracking Denzel Diaz down. And Everscroll by movement blocks blue light to protect your eyes from digital screens. Don't hurt your eyes by checking out SFL action. Protect them and see every moment by using the promo code SimulationFL at purchase from MVMT.com. A portion of your purchase supports the SFL through our partnership. Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. And there you saw Denzel Diaz take it out to the left, who gains 3. Gregory's going to get that tackle again. He's got to be pushing close to 10 on the day. 5:24 for the Gladiators in the 4th. You're down 15. You got to make something happen. So you got to push a little bit, get your tempo up. One wide receiver to the left. They hand off to Diaz, breaks it outside and tries to work past the defender, gets maybe a yard. And that'll be 3rd and 7 now for the Gladiators. Greg Gaines, who made the stop there, already had an interception here today. So now Mitchell's out in the shotgun all alone. He's got 3 wide receivers to his left. Badir Agilani to his right all alone. Throws it deep to the right, left, and that's caught. He's going to have that out. He gets about 28, 30 yards there on the reception, and now they're moving. It's a hurry-up offense. Moody Mitchell's got everybody back at the line. The Renegades are trying to get set. He takes another look downfield. Throws over the middle to Badira Jelani, who's got the reception. 8 yards, and the hurry-up is still in effect. 4:15 left in the fourth. Moody throws it short on a curl. Passes corralled in and gets the first down, but he's dropped immediately. So the clock's still running 4 minutes now. Mitchell steps up in the pocket, throws it short. Cody Scott, I think, got the reception there, and he's stopped immediately after 1, and everybody's still hurrying up. Gets set at the line, and everybody's winded. I'm a little winded, but that's okay. Mitchell takes a shot down to the right, and oh, that pass falls incomplete. Almost caught by Cody Scott, but the Renegade defender knocks it loose. And that'll stop the clock now, 3rd and 9. The Gladiators work their way down to the 35, so the no huddle worked out a little bit there for them. Change of tempo kind of shook the Renegades, but now they get a chance to recollect their thoughts and huddle up, catch their breath real fast. 3:43 in the fourth, 3rd and 9. Moody's in the shotgun with Trips to his right, Diaz to his right. They bring Renegades bring pressure, and he was targeting Nick Finch, but the pass was tipped and knocked down by Brady Clark, who was looking for his 4th interception on the day. So the Gladiators can kick a field goal here, but that may not be the decision they need to make. They may need to push for points. So according to the crowd, it looks like, yes, the Gladiators have come out for the 4th down. And they do snap it. So, oh, there's pressure in his face. Moody Mitchell's going to be sacked. Wow. They took a shot on 4th down, and the Renegades saw their raise, and they brought pressure and got the sack and a turnover. So great play by the Renegades. Turnover on downs, and just about seals up the game.
You have to that basically fix it. I mean, it's be in the game. In Oklahoma City against past 3 times, and just clock and a titanic effort by the defense. So
a toss now to J.W. Doyle, who works his way back to the line of scrimmage, but 3 Gladiators are there to stop him for no gain. Mark Barnes is going to get the tackle there. And the Renegades aren't going to be in any hurry to break huddle. Everybody's going to be real slow to get to the line here because they want to milk that clock. So with 3 minutes now in the 4th quarter, 2nd and 10 for the Renegades. As the play clock winds down, 2 seconds now. They hand off to Doyle, who's got room. Trucks forward for 10 and more. Who almost sheds another defender. Gets about 16 on that carry there. And now a fresh set of downs for the Renegades. And I think if you're the Gladiators, if you don't start taking your timeouts, you're conceding your chances of winning this game. So the Renegades, again, are in no hurry to break huddle. There's plenty of time on the play clock for them to congratulate each other in the huddle and figure out exactly what they want to do, catch a breath, maybe get a drink of water. So with 7 seconds left on the play clock, Deacon Nickens is under center with Twins to his left. It's a toss to J.W. Doyle, who makes his way to the right, picks up 1 on the sweep. And that'll bring us to our quick 2-minute warning. And so as we come out of the 2-minute warning now, it's 2nd and 9 for the Renegades. At the 33-yard line. So we'll see what the Gladiators decide to do after the run of this play. Nickens has Trips to his left. They run a stretch to the left. Doyle has some blocking. Picks up about 7 on that one. We'll have that down to the 25-yard line, and the Gladiators do take their first time out of the second half, stopping the clock at 1:56.
Let's go.
You see a close-up look there of Marquise Reed, who creeps his way up to the line. The Gladiators could be bringing some pressure here. Deacon Nickens steps back to throw on 3rd and 2. He takes a shot to the end zone. And Rich Pratcher did secure that. Leaping play made by the defender, but Rich Pratcher snags it out of the air, and it's a little bit of a showboating, pushing ahead a lot, but great throw and catch by the Renegades, and really put this game out of reach now. But yes, oh wow, what a throw, right in the right spot. The defender almost played it perfectly, but Rich just snatched it away from him. So great catch there by the rookie. We'll see Johnny Omega on now for the extra point. And so the extra point is good. It's now 36-14. The Renegades here at home have looked really strong. And we'll put the ball on the tee and give the Gladiators a shot here. Jeff Swaim's going to return this. He's got it at about the 10-yard line. Brings it out to 31. He's been pretty consistent today, getting a pretty good field position for his Gladiators to start at. So, doing a nice job. Moody Mitchell's going to come out with a minute 47 left here in the game. He's going to be under center. Drops back to throw, checks down to Diaz to his left, who's going to stay in bounds after picking up 4. So we'll see a hurry-up offense here for the Gladiators. Everybody's hustling back. Minute 30 now in the 4th. Quick drop. Another check down to Diaz to the left. Loses a couple. John Gregory there with another tackle for loss. So St. Louis takes a timeout. With the minute 26, it's 3rd and 6 at the 35. I want to thank everybody for being here. Again, if you're watching and you're enjoying this game, go ahead and hit the like button down there. Let us know you're enjoying what we're doing. We are the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Moody Mitchell comes out under center with trips to his right. 3rd and 6, takes a deep drop, throws it to incomplete. The defender knocked it down. Another defender had a shot at it, and it hits the ground. So 4th and 6 now for the Gladiators. You can find us, the Simulation FL, you can find us anywhere, on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. We're on the social medias. We also have a Discord. If any of you guys are interested, just let us know. Get involved in any way. Special thanks again to Jared Willis for being here on stats today. Mitchell takes the snap, and the shotgun moves around. Tries to avoid the pressure, but he's going to be brought down by 2 Renegade defensive linemen. It's a turnover on downs now for the Gladiators. And Renegades will be in pretty good position here, but I think they're just going to be more interested in running the clock out. Get a look there at John Muafalabi. He's delivered some big hits here today and has done good work for the Gladiators, second level. The Renegades do come out in their victory formation. St. Louis does elect to use their last timeout. So it was a good performance overall. I work my way over to my stat sheet. See, Moody Mitchell is 24-34, 205 yards on the day. Deacon Nickens was 27 of 34 for 259, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Moody had 2 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Saw the kneel down there on second down, so now the clock's running as St. Louis has no more timeouts. Let's see. For the Renegades, Rich Pratchett, 142 or so yards on 11 receptions and 13 targets. He had a touchdown. About 5 seconds left on the play clock, so a few more ticks and we'll get a kneel. And that should wrap us up here. J.W. Dole had 25 carries for 94 yards. I did have a reception touchdown. And see, on the other side, Nick Finch had 4 receptions for 27 yards. Cody Scott had 5 for 75 and a touchdown. Denzel Diaz, 17 carries with 54 yards. Brady Clark had the huge game. Had the 3 interceptions. Had a handful of tackles. He was just everywhere, making his name, making his presence felt. Greg Gaines had an interception. That was nice. Drew Riley for the Gladiators had one. Ethan Kai delivered a couple of big hits. Shane Masters had a couple of tackles for loss. I think he he got a sack, so that's nice. And that'll wrap it up. The Renegades, the clock expires, so the Renegades defend their home turf and get a win here, 36-14 against the St. Louis Gladiators. Scott Underwood for the Gladiators had 2 sacks. That was a nice game for him. Yeah, Moody Mitchell 203 and 2 touchdowns. Nickens with 242 and 2 touchdowns. Johnny Omega 5 of 5 on field goals. Big day for him. Looks like you're getting a look at a few of the Brady Clark interceptions. There was the Greg Gaines. That was a great show of athleticism there. I'm not quite sure. Couldn't get his feet set. Led to the awkward throw. Dole had a rushing touchdown. It's not a reception. There you see John Gregory got 10 tackles for Oklahoma City. That's nice. A good day. There's Drew Riley's interception. Overall, the first half looked really good, bringing pressure to 24. Jam Pearson just couldn't quite get there. But yeah, Cody Scott left him wide open. Great recognition there by Moody Mitchell. See Jeff Swaim, 170 kick return yards, giving his team a good average. That's nice. 132 yards and a touchdown for Pratchett. Man, he just snatched that one away. Great play by Rich there. That should be on top 10. That was a beautiful play. So I want to thank all you guys for being here with us today. Like I said, make sure you hit that like button. And today's extraordinary Everest player of the game is going to be Rich Pratchett for his 10 receptions for 132 yards and a touchdown. So it's definitely Deacon Nickens' favorite target on the day, and he delivered for his team and helped them get the win. And for everybody here up in the booth, I'm Stephen Hacker, the color play-by-play analyst. The color commentator was Ramos Lynn. With us on stats was Jared Willis. And just wanted to say thank you. And again, if you're interested, check out our Discord or find us on Twitter or Instagram. And we will see you guys tomorrow night.